That's it.
I know.
That's not them. Look at this.
They're what, 2 states away or 200 miles, something?
Lighting change?
There's Zuckerberg.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah, we can put the light anywhere.
And it doesn't feel awkward to be really close to you.
No, it does. I moved you back a few feet before you got into the headset. You were like right here.
I don't know if people can see this, but this is incredible.
That is nuts.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
I want that so bad.
Where are we?
You're in Austin, right?
No, I mean this place. we're shrouded by
now imagine,
with ultra realistic.
Josh, I wish I could share the screen with you. Imagine just like 10 years from now, like your video calls and like all the things that we do like in FaceTime. Imagine like being able to sit down and interact with another person.
Yeah.
In like it takes it to a whole new level of connectivity for across the world. And
like sit and have a cup of coffee with your buddy on like the edge of a cliff.
Yeah,
and you can do that.
Like this is what it would look like for me and you actually co-streaming, but
I would be at home.
And it's not like I'm gonna start jacking you off. Like this is fine.
Yeah.
But
you're not. Yeah, you have the option.
Now I have the option. That's what I.
Now we have to wonder what is real. Is Thumb Tacos real? Are we watching Thumb Tacos AI? No, AI can spell better.
That's true.
Feels like we're in the same room. This is really the most incredible thing I've ever seen.
That would put OnlyFans out of business in the first. That's the other thing. Think about the implications it has on business.
Well, think about the new OnlyFans.
Yeah, think about going on Facebook inside the metaverse, like just scrolling through the air and checking your feed, and like just anything's possible. You think about it, but I think that's what scares people is you start to think about like when you really think about the words anything is possible, and then you have to equate what anything means. It's scary.
So
I would watch a 30-second mobile game app ad for a free lap dance.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
This is legitimately what you were seeing is a digital representation of these two people's faces. Lex Fridman and Mark Zuckerberg. It's not them.
Yeah, they're not. This is the metaverse. This is neither of them. They're states away from each other.
So in this interview too, they talked about what this is going to lead to and what Zuckerberg wants to do. Now I'm not. When I was talking to Josh earlier today, it's scary to think about how like damaging the internet can be.
Sure.
So I can only imagine this is going to be. We were talking about deep fakes.
But what you're really trying to say is it just proves how damaging. See, the thing that scares us about all this stuff is it proves how horrible people are. Because we can be given a fantasy scenario to live out anything we want, and we'll literally spend that time trying to destroy another human being. Like to me, this is the function of the human condition put on trial. And that's why people are scared.
Oh, well, and this is, if I can interject quick too, I mean, relating this to the UFO topic, and a lot of this stuff I believe is related between AI, and I think all these things are coming up at the same time and not by accident. But again, if we are recovering crashed objects and reverse engineering and using the technology we get from them, why do we think the government is holding that secret? Right? Why do you think it's because we instantly use technology and turn it into weapons? Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the scariest thing of it all, right? It's the people that we put in power, and the Pentagon or whoever has had control of this for how long, right. and AI itself, and I think we'd be fooling ourselves to think that, of course, the government is going to use this in any way, shape, or form, to maintain its power,
And to put this all into perspective from a science thing, and this is rehashed information from Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's in history books everywhere. But after the pyramids of Egypt, do you know what the next tallest building we built was? As a humanity?
What's that?
It was the Eiffel Tower 1,800 years later. So, it probably more than that, thousands. But like, if you think about from then to that point, and then from there, like, let's say 1840 to 1940, and 1940 to 1970, 1970 to 2000. It used to be that they said that by scientific average, the amount of knowledge in the world doubles every 30 years. We have exponentially gone past that in the past 4. So
Oh,
we're
sure.
Jared,
definitely
does that
getting
sound
more
familiar?
information from someone.
That's exactly what Josh was telling me earlier, because I was talking about, I'm like, oh, you know, this it would, like, we talked about transcendence. So you upload your fucking consciousness to live forever, basically.
Yep, I'm in.
And I was like, that's so far off in the future. Like,
No.
and then Josh was like, well, technically, like, we're doubling down every single day, and it's and like, it's like what is that analogy they say? Would you like a penny a day that doubles every day,
Or $1 million.
or $1 million,
Right.
and then you end up realizing that, like, it within no time at all, like, you're gonna have way more than
and that's
that.
the thing. Even the idea of math, we still can't fully comprehend. So now you're throwing all these different things on top of people, but realistically, we're now we've always worked as a species to gain information. Now we've hired machines to gather it for us. Like the race, in the last 5 years, the race is on so fast, it's not that far off that we could be living on a different planet in 100 years. It's really not.
I find this right here. Look at that. Look at how they make it work.
God, and the rendering doesn't. If I had to watch just the rendering, like that glowing rendering, I wouldn't even be mad about that.
So I hate to interrupt you guys, but I think we might be getting an event happening right now.
Oh my God.
What?
Can you go live on can you video call me?